Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you around my double room. So I have opted to share a room again at university. There is a video up on my channel with my roommate on why I've decided to share a room. Last year I shared with two other people, so I had a triple room, and again I did a room tour of that, so if you want to go and check that out, do go and have a look at my channel. This year I paid slightly more, so last year I think I paid £113 per week for my room. That is catered, so we get one meal a day with that. This year I'm also catered. There are two of us sharing a room, so I pay slightly more. I pay £150 per week. It is in a very central location in London. Obviously, I'm not going to say exactly where I live. And it is about 20 to 25 minutes away from my university, which is the London School of Economics. First things first, you come in through the door. We do have key cards to let us in, so it's completely secure. On the back of the door, we've just got a couple of hooks. So I've got my coat here, and then this is Hannah's hook, so she's just got a couple of bags. Hannah has actually gone home for the weekend, so a lot of her stuff isn't actually here at the moment, but obviously I'm still going to show you around, and she has given me permission before I go any further. And then down here, we've got an area to put all of our shoes. So some of these are Hannah's, some of them are mine. And yeah, otherwise this is just kind of wasted space. And then continuing over here, we have Hannah's wardrobe. Obviously, I'm not going to show you inside here because it's all of Hannah's clothes, but it does look exactly the same as mine, which we're going to see in just a second. And over here we have my desk. We've decided who has which wardrobe and which desk between us, so obviously you could change that around if you wanted. But this is the one that I've gone for this year. So first things first, we've got these books that I just borrowed from the library. These are for an assignment. I haven't actually read them, but I kind of need to. And then I've got my plant. This was also in my room last year. And I've got this decoration, like this photo frame, which just has more pictures of plants, because that's so much easier to bring up to uni than actual plants, because you can pack that a lot easier. And then I've got a postcard from when I went on holiday, and then loads of different like flight tickets, my birthday badge from my 21st birthday, and also like there are loads of cards up here. Anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. But I have my birthday badge and just like some memories. This is a train ticket from one of the places I went on holiday recently. So yeah, and then this coaster was made for me by one of my friends, so I thought I'd bring that for like sentimental value. And this was a birthday present from my friend Sophie, who you can actually see in the photo here. So that's all the kind of decorative bits we've got going on here. I've also got a reminder to do my COVID test, because we have to do one every 4 days at uni. And I've got my notebook, which just has some random like uni notes in, and if I ever need to write a to-do list, that's there. Then moving down here, you've got these three drawers. So in the top one, I've got all of my stationery bits and pieces. So I've got my Kindle, I've got some notes from last year, I've got flashcards, I've got my pencil case and some sunglasses, and then like some just random bits and pieces, my paints, and another notebook. And then moving down into the second drawer, this is all of my toiletries. It's always a bit of a mess, but I have tidied up my room for you, but I decided this was a bit of a step too far, because this always just does look a bit of a mess. But I have like makeup, I have plasters, first aid stuff, and my conditioner and all my stuff for the shower. And in the bottom drawer, we just have some miscellaneous bits and pieces. So I've got some COVID tests, my fairy light box, these are some balloons in case anyone has a birthday, and then I've got my filming equipment and some cat ears from Halloween. Back up on my desk, I have these decorations. These were actually kindly put up by Hannah for my birthday. I did actually film my 21st birthday, but I had major problems when my hard drive broke and I lost all of my footage from it, which is a real shame, so I haven't got the video for that. But basically, Hannah decorated all across like this part of my desk, and these are still left up from my birthday because I really liked them. And then behind them, you can see I've got photos of my family and friends, which is just really nice. On the other side of my desk, I have the lamp. This is actually provided by university, so if you are coming to halls, do check on the website what's included, because I think most of the halls at LSE actually already have a lamp provided. But then that goes for all universities. Just check what's included before you go out and buy like a bin and a lamp and things that you don't necessarily need. And then over here, I've got a mirror, and I have a pumpkin from Halloween. It is now nearly the end of November, and I do need to get rid of the pumpkin, but it's quite a handy stand at the moment. Moving up to the top, I've got these two cubby holes. So this is just another postcard from Krakow when I went to visit the other week. And then in here, I've got all my food and my plates and all those sorts of things. I've got a couple of mugs and cups over here, a banana from dinner yesterday, and a couple of cards. So this one I think my grandma gave to me when I was coming back to university, and this one's quite an old card, but I had it at home, so I thought I'd bring it back. And then on this side, I have this birthday card, and there's loads more up here which we'll look at in a minute. And I've also just got these fake IKEA plants for a bit of decoration, and a couple of old water bottles which I think I need to put in the bin. But anyway, I've got this reed diffuser, so hopefully our room smells quite nice. And then over here I have a few different bottles of alcohol, which is a bit of a staple in any uni student's room. At the top of here I've got all of my 21st birthday cards, which will be staying up until I go home for Christmas, even though my birthday was in September. And I've also got a couple of old bottles of lemonade, which again need to go in the bin. I did tidy up for this video, but clearly not very well. And I've got my gin glasses hiding behind there because they're not the easiest to store everywhere else, and I don't want them getting broken. And then on the end of here, I have this other fake IKEA plant, which I just bought up from my room at home because I didn't really see the point in buying brand new plants for uni when I already had some at home, and I'm not living there at the moment. Over here on the radiator, I just have my swim stuff because this is where it lives until I go to swimming, which I'm going to do in just a minute. And I have a Zara bag because I need to do some Zara returns. Under the desk, I just have a bin, which again, I need to take out. And then on the back of my chair, I've just got a towel. Some people have wheelie chairs. I don't have a wheelie chair, Hannah does. It just is a bit of luck of the draw at these halls. Over past the radiator, above the radiator I have my LSE Live poster, which just tells me when term dates are for the year. I haven't actually filled it in, but I quite like having it up just so I can see when I'm going home for the holidays. And then over here we have the sink. We do have a sink in our room. All of the rooms at this hall have a sink in their room, which is really handy. So I've got all of my stuff on this side, Hannah's stuff on this side, and this is a rose that she randomly got in Primark, but I'm not mad about it because it looks quite nice. And then down here we just have a selection of cleaning supplies, and then Hannah's lunchbox, because we're allowed to get takeaway food from the canteen if we have a class or something late, so they give us a lunchbox and then we have to look after it and wash it up for ourselves. And I got my LSE lanyard, which I don't actually use, but I was given at the start of term, so I keep hold of that. And then moving around, we've got the window, and this is our view of the garden down below. So our halls, we're very lucky, even though it's in central London, it has a garden, which is really nice. And we do have a room that overlooks the garden and not the road. Moving around here, we've got my bed. This is my spare bedding at the moment. It's not my favourite, but you know, may do. So I just have my bed. One thing that I forgot to show you last year that I really should have done is actually where our suitcases go. So in these halls, we have underbed storage, which is a bit of a pain to get to, but you can see under here, we've got these two like flaps, and then you can obviously put suitcases in. There's quite a lot of space under here. I only have a couple of suitcases, but you could fit quite a lot in if you brought more stuff up to uni. As I say, it's a bit of a pain to get to, so it's not for like stuff that you need to access every day, but it does have a few bits and pieces in it. Above here, this looks an absolute mess, I know, the fairy lights, but when they're on at night, if I don't pull them off the wall, when they're on at night, they look really nice. And then I've just put up more photos of my friends and family all over the wall. And if we go round the back of here, you can see I've got even more photos of my family and friends. I have a glass behind my bed and some tissues. Just, yeah, there's not much more to say about that. So this is my wardrobe over here. I've got more cards above it, but this is my wardrobe. So inside, you get half the wardrobe is hangers and like hanging space, and then down the bottom, that's my washing. And then on this side, we have all the shelving units, so I tend to put my clothes in here just because it's easier. So I have tops, bottoms, jumpers, and then this is coats and plastic bags, and then underwear in the bottom two drawers, and like socks and things. And then on this side, you have a full-length mirror. Moving around past my wardrobe, I will give you an overview of the room at the end so you can get this all, like, get your bearings of all of this. We have this bag down here which just contains the airbed and the pump. So basically, because we have all this random floor space, we decided to bring an airbed to uni this year so that if anybody needs to stay over or if we have friends over, they can stay and it's slightly more comfortable for them. Our bedding that I've got on my bed is actually provided, so the duvet and the pillow is provided. This is Hannah's desk, so on here we've just got some photos. You might recognise some of the people in these photos. And then she's got an advent calendar. This year we've decided to share an advent calendar because we're only here for the first 12 days of December before we go home for Christmas. So we're going to have 12 days of the advent calendar each. Hannah's desk is a little bit more minimalist than mine, but there's not quite so much clutter everywhere. And her drawers, again, look exactly the same as mine. And she's got cubby holes. And then Hannah has this box for washing up, which is quite handy. So she puts all her washing up in there and then does it all at once because we have to go down to the kitchen. Moving around past Hannah's desk, she's also got the poster on the wall. More conveniently, Hannah has actually put our deadlines on the wall, so I just look at her poster more than I do at my own. And then she's got these really nice like postcards that she got in a shop, and a plant and some books, and classic geography student Hannah has a map on the wall. And then Hannah actually has brought her own bedding up with her to uni so that we have a spare set for if anybody comes to stay. So this is why Hannah's looks quite fluffy and lovely and comfortable bedding compared to mine. So this is the overview of the room. So we've got the wardrobe here, and then it goes around like this. We obviously have quite a lot of floor space here for our friends who come to stay. And then you've got Hannah's desk and my wardrobe, and then Hannah's bed. And then moving around here, we've got the door. Hopefully you have enjoyed this little room tour. I feel like it's quite unusual to share a room at university, so it might have been quite interesting for some of you who didn't know that that was a possibility, but obviously that does help to keep costs low in London. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing what a double room looks like at university. We do have quite a lot of space between us, and actually compared to the single rooms in this halls, even if you split this in half, we have quite a bit more space than the single rooms do. So yeah, anyway, I hope you found this interesting. If you have, as ever, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel down below, and I will be filming more London University content, which again, hopefully you will enjoy. See you next time with a new video. Bye!